This game is being brought to you in part by Metropolitan Life and affiliated companies. Get Met, it pays. And by the Good Olds Guys, your local Oldsmobile dealers.
Along with Ron Greschner, Mike Emmerich. Ron, did the first period unfold the way you'd predicted at the outset?
I think it did. Everybody's a little tentative in the first 5 or 6 minutes. It was like a boxing match. Everybody was feeling each other out. But I think it's going to be a lot faster period this period on both teams.
Phil and Sam mentioned that they were surprised the Rangers weren't more emotional. Did that surprise you?
Well, I think we were sort of, on the road, you have to sort of watch what the other team's going to do and try to play your own game plan against them, and that could be a part of the game plan.
How was the first period for you?
I don't know. I'm sweating too bad.
All right, back to Sam and Phil for the start of the second period.
Thank you, Mike. On the scoreboard in Montreal, Game 1 of the Adams Division Final. Montreal and Hartford, no score, end of 1. Montreal out-shooting Hartford 14-4. Liut and Roy, the goaltenders in that.
That's a lot of shots.
Right. And obviously, Liut playing sharp. Miller sending it in. LaRouche in the corner. Winds it around, but only Dave Christian is there. And Christian is stopped by Miller. Puck is picked up by Murphy. Murphy with a good rush across the line. But it was offside. Duchesne had gone in ahead of the play on the far side.
Larry Murphy. There's Gaetan Duchesne, who has been getting a lot of credit down here for doing a fantastic job, and Mike Bossy in the Islanders series. And they put him out against Pierre LaRouche against the Rangers, and you can see that they're matching lines when Ted Sater makes a change. Brian Murray counters.
Lachlan sends the puck in. Adams trying to center. Giveaway. Shot by Lachlan. Stopped by Van Beesbrook. Lachlan again. And it deflects into the corner. Rangers a little careless. Shot by Stevens is high and wide. Smith able to stop it. Rangers finally clear it out. McClellan sending it down. This will be an icing. Stevens goes back. A couple of dangerous moments for the Rangers as first Sandstrom gave the puck away, then another giveaway to Lachlan, who had 2 good chances on Van Beesbrook.
And good saves by John Van Beesbrook. Then the puck came back to Stevens. Let's take a look at it. There's the block by Carpenter. Now Lachlan picks it up, and here's the first shot. A good save. And then Sandstrom again gives it back to Lachlan. And then the shot again. And another save by John Van Beesbrook as the puck goes off into the corner.
Hartford at Montreal. That's Game 1 of the Adams Division Final. No score going into the second period. Liut in goal for Hartford. Roy for Montreal. Shot from the point is blocked. Loose along the boards. Allison finds it. Caps break it up. There's Carpenter coming back. Lachlan for Carpenter off his skates. 2-line pass whistled against the Caps. Will bring the faceoff back into the Washington zone. A little over a minute gone by in the second period. Phil, what's the feeling about a 7-game series? Obviously, it's different than that 3 out of 5, which was 5 games in 7 nights and no rest in between those pair of games.
I am sure that Ted Sater and his coaching staff are not happy with the fact that they didn't have a lot of time to prepare, because they're a team that likes to prepare. I'm talking about a coaching team. And in this game, as the series goes on and progresses, I think the Rangers will be better and better prepared.
Brook gets a shot off that's stopped by Peters, and a good pad save. And the rebound popped to the air, and Peters controlled it. Now, that's something I've noticed twice tonight. Peters has controlled his rebound.
Well, here's the shot. You said it, Sammy. Kicks at it and goes straight up in the air. And you can see he juggles a little bit and makes the save. Another look at it. A good shot by Bob Brook that time. Nice and low. And Peters kicked at it.
Pete Peters won 13 games in the 1980 Stanley Cup playoffs for the Philadelphia Flyers when the Flyers and Islanders went to the finals. And the Islanders won their first of 4 Stanley Cup championships. Good check by Brook. Brook went down. He's pushed. A little pushing and shoving. Headlock goes on. Hallworth and Maloney. Maloney out with a puck. Feed for Osborne. He's tied up by Francischetti. They all fall down.
A Washington penalty is going to happen here, I believe. I think it might be Howarth. He was without a stick, and now he could
It's
be.
a hooking. It's
Yeah.
Francis-Getty. Francis-Getty for hooking. Rangers power play coming up.
Here's another true story from the Extra Effort people. A couple owned a house on a busy roadway. They were concerned that they'd have a hard time selling. My research showed the area had just been zoned for commercial use, and so we were able to sell the house as a business property, which got them much more money than they'd anticipated, and the businessman we sold it to can't believe how busy he is.
Extra Effort is why Schlott people market a home every 6 minutes. To sell your home quickly and at the right price, call us, the Extra Effort people, at 1-800-REALTOR.
Francis-Getty gets 2 minutes for hooking. The time of that penalty, 1:38. Let's take a look. I guess that was the hooking penalty right there. Francis-Getty got it, and the Rangers go on their second power of the play. They had 1 minute and 6 seconds on their first one.
Stopped at the line by Ruotsalainen. Toward the net. It's gloved by Peters. Langway sends it out. Rod Langway with 2 assists in the game.
The Rangers are 20% in the playoffs so far. The regular season, they were 20.2%, but that was not very good at 17th in the league.
Ruotsalainen's pass off the boards. Sandstrom goes for the puck. Tries to center. It's blocked. LaRouche knocked down by Langway. Ridley takes the puck. Around for Sandstrom. Tied up by Duchesne. Murphy works it out of the zone. Nice play by Murphy. Here comes Gould on Patrick. Shot deflected. Glove. And played to LaRouche.
The Capitals are 90.9% on this power, on the killing penalty and killing penalties. Killing penalties.
I
Yeah,
like the
okay.
way you said that,
Yeah.
Phil. Came up with a new statistical category.
Killing penalties. Yeah.
Good work by the Caps thus far. Minute gone by in the Rangers power play. Gould for Duchesne. They do it well. On steps Christian. Christian has the puck. Just throws it across. Langway will get a shot off. Deflected. High. That shot by Christian is stopped. Van Beesbrook plays the puck. He saw he wasn't going to get a whistle. Now the Rangers with 35 seconds to go on the power play. Weimer fires it into the corner. McClellan pokes it into the corner, but Langway plays it around. Smith played it up into the crowd. Smith played the glass. That stops play. 16:51 to go. Packed house at the Capitol Center.
Face-off is outside, so it must have banked off a New York Ranger. McClellan asking the linesman Minton about that. Now he's going over to the referee and asks the referee who
Score.
it deflected.
Score from the Forum in Montreal.
Yes.
Hartford 1, Montreal nothing in the second period. Stuart Gavin has scored for the Whalers. Helmanen, Paymont, McClellan, Huber, and Melnick on. 28 seconds to go on the power play. 2-1 Washington, 16:45 to go. Rangers are offside. Second period.
Well, Paymont questioning the call, but Brian McClellan was about a foot a stride offside.
Paymont's physical play has been good since he recovered from that
How about
broken
him?
bone in his foot. Huber has been outstanding. He and James Patrick were superb on defense in the series against the Flyers. Into the zone with 15 seconds to go on the power play. Smith drives it around. Huber stops it. Toward the net, it's knocked down. Cleared out by Carpenter. 5 seconds to go on Francis-Getty's penalty. Melnick chased by Gartner. Francis-Getty is back. Teams are at full strength. Helmanen drop pass to Paymont. He shoots wide.
That was a good shot.
It's all the way down. Race for the puck. Van Beesbrook plays it around the boards. And out of the zone. Carpenter recovers. Scott Stevens. Lead for Gartner. Gartner for Francis-Getty. Missed it. He was tied up by Huber. Nice setup by Gartner with a nice soft pass.
It's a good defensive play that time by Willie Huber and tying up that stick without getting a penalty.
Stevens. Caps come out of the zone. Carpenter. Cross with Francis-Getty. Carpenter holds. Francis-Getty toward the net. Carpenter, backhander blocked. He's knocked down, and the puck goes to the corner. Maloney has it. Out of the zone, past Osborne. 15:30 to go in the second period. 2-1 Washington as Scott Stevens rushes. Past Pedersen. Osborne looks around and finds Brook. Stevens past him. Maloney has it in the corner. Stevens picks him up and bumps him. Osborne is hit along the boards. Osborne gets it to Maloney. Maloney. Osborne's side of the net. Brook has the puck for a shot. Deflected, loose in front, and it's covered by Peters. As Hatcher knocked down Maloney. The Rangers had a chance there, but Peters was able to smother it.
Mazda announces some great news for truck buyers. Right now, you can beat the already outstanding value of the $67.95 Mazda SE5. Introducing Mazda SE5 Plus 5. $625 worth of extra features at no extra charge from Mazda. You get a bed liner, mud guards, sliding rear window, floor mats, and AM/FM stereo. That's a $625 value at no extra charge. But hurry, offer ends soon.
14 minutes, 59 seconds left. Second period, it's still 2-1. Let's take a look at the Rangers' opportunity. There's the deflection by Osborne and then Pete Peters, and watch Osborne go flying over him. Well, he did anyway. Take my word for it.
Hatcher carries the puck.
Oh, he's in.
Good move. Quick shot goes wide as he challenges his fellow Detroit native, John Van Beesbrook. Who's puck in the corner. Samuelson seeing the ice for the first time in the second period. Now Adams goes after Samuelson. Adams had the stick up.
Oh, boy, he just took a punch at
punches
Paymont.
thrown at Paymont. Well, that's the first serious rough stuff we've gotten here.
Still,
It started with Carpenter and Samuelson and Shell Samuelson.
Oh, Samuelson. That's
Hartford.
the Hartford kid, yeah.
But then it turned out to be Paymont in there with Greg Adams. So Adams and Paymont go off.
Well, Samuelson had a hold of Carpenter and did not let him go, and you'll see this on the replay. Okay, look at him holding on. Look at that hold. Now that's what gets players really frustrated. No penalties yet, and then Samuelson, and here comes Adams in, pushing Samuelson. Weimer comes in, and there's Will Paymont. And now watch the left. Bam, right in Will Paymont's in, and Paymont throws one back.
All right,
And that's how that
settled
started. 2 minutes each for roughing. Paymont and Adams at 5:21. That holding is so frustrating. You know, you get
Has
a guy
to be.
that-
You know,
It is.
especially when you're waiting for it to be called as a player who's being held. You're just waiting for the referee to signal penalty, and nothing happens.
That's right. I know I've said this before, but that's one of the things that really has changed in the game over the last 5 or 6 years, and that's more holding is allowed than it ever was before.
Ridley poked free. It looked like Ridley was sitting on the puck, and a hand pass is whistled against Mike Ridley. Sneaky play. Mike Ridley learning the tricks of the trade. Now a couple of first-year players. I don't think you can call them rookies anymore. Ridley, Miller, and Hatcher. Hartford has gone ahead of Montreal 2-0 now. Sylvain Turgeon has scored for the Whalers. That shot by Christian is wide. Got a tie-up in front. Huber and Gould in front of the Rangers net as play continues. Christian offside, Washington.
Things are starting to get a little bit rougher, and the Rangers are taking the body a heck of a lot more in this period. 2-0, huh?
The Whalers unbeaten in playoff competition. Their first playoff since 1980. They swept Quebec. Boy, they're dynamite up in Quebec province, huh? They're leading Canadiens tonight up in Montreal. That feed is intercepted by Langway. Good play. Miller's on Langway. Ridley looking for the puck. Free to LaRouche. Didn't get much on that one. And Duchesne picks it up. Out for Langway. Broken up at the line. Langway picks it up. Offside. Offside. Rangers standing up at the line, blocking Bobby Gould's entrance into the zone.
Let's take a look at this. Watch Bobby Gould. Now the puck, you see the puck? Gould is already in there, and the puck followed him in. And that is offside.
Caps leading 2-1. 13:52 to go in this second period. Shots are 16-11 for Washington. 4-3 for the Rangers here in the second. Bit of a roar from the crowd as the Hartford-Montreal game score was posted. The Campbell Conference playoffs resume tomorrow with Calgary at Edmonton and Toronto at St. Louis. Gartner with a big rush. Gartner in control. Back pass. Shot by Smith. Save Van Beesbrook. Rebound backhander is blocked. Another shot by Gartner. He scores. It's Haworth. It's Haworth.
Well, that all started with Gartner's speed as he goes right around. Here's the shot. And that is Gartner shooting the backhand. Now watch the puck bounces out, and Van Beesbrook's left hand just gets a piece of it. It hit his arm, it looks like, and went into the net. Another look at it. Here's the backhand. Now again, watch Van Beesbrook's left hand. Bam, that just trickled off. He almost got that one with a shot from about 10 feet out in front.
Ruotsalainen picks up the puck, sends it across for Osborne. Maloney tied up along the boards. Carpenter picks it up. 13 minutes to go in the second period. Hatcher plays the puck. Drops it off for Carpenter. Broken up by Ruotsalainen. Picks up the puck and drives it. Gloved by Peters. No, went past him. Looked like it went off the glove. And around the boards. Peters stops the puck again. Around, off of Lachlan, picked up by Carpenter. 3-1 Washington. Hatcher with a drive that's up into the crowd. 12:28 to go, second period. Alan Haworth has scored to give Washington a 3-1 lead.
What's baseball like it ought to be?
Baseball is great when 9 people go out there and they throw the ball hard and hit it hard and catch it hard. That's baseball.
Gratifying feeling when you get a bases loaded hit in the 9th inning.
I think it's the way I play. Hard, aggressive, and try and come out on top. Cheering for the home team.
Hard work and sweat, a lot of dirt.
Baseball ought to be winning.
Baseball like it ought to be, you should have a championship in New York City.
The 1986 Mets. Baseball like it ought to be.
That goal, Haworth, is first of the playoffs. Gartner and Greg Smith got the assist at 6 minutes, 39 seconds.
LaRouche got to the puck, but it was offside. Offside.
And Langway knew it. But he wasn't taking any chances. He let LaRouche touch it. And watch this. Then he tried to hook him. And here's the save anyway by Pete Peters, and that's a pretty good stop.
Wow, that's some split by Peters.
Yeah.
Well, it won't be a quick one, that's for sure, because there'll be at least 4 games played, and then we'll see what the story will be in this series. That's one thing, as we mentioned before, there's more margin for error in a 4 out of 7 series.
Well, the important thing that you'd like to do is you'd like to split on the road when you start in the other team's building. First or second game, you want to win one of them.
Nice steal by Gould.
Because you're going to have to win one sooner or later, you know. But, boy, in the NHL, the playoffs and stuff, there's more. The winning, I mean, the home teams don't really have that much of an advantage, it seems to me.
It doesn't seem that they have that advantage in the playoffs the way they did in regular season play. Shot by Duchesne goes wide. Duchesne along the boards is tied up. Allison gets to the puck, checked by Taylor. You know what happens is you're playing the same team over and over again. It's not like you don't see that team for weeks or months at a time, so you have that chance to adjust, make those quick adjustments. Melnick got tied up with Gould. Fans calling for a penalty, and nothing was called by Andy Van Hellemond. Taylor going back to Greg Smith. Out of the zone, it deflects to Allison, comes back with Paymont. Feed to Paymont, trying to get a shot off. He does, just missed by Allison. Good hit by McClellan on Taylor as the puck comes out of the zone and deflects over the boards. Francis Getty and Melnick go face to face.
Watch Will Paymont, but the right of your screen is the key guy. That's Allison. As Paymont shoots it, look at Allison. He just missed deflecting that with his body. That's all he had to do is get his body. Just let it bank off his body, and that puck would have counted. Or that goal would have counted. I see the referees over at the timekeeper's station. I don't think there's a penalty called. Was there, Sam?
No. May have been a question of the clock.
Oh, maybe, yeah. 10 minutes, 38 seconds left, second period. It's 3-1. The Washington Capitals lead the New York Rangers. Francis Kenny is a member of that Bearded Wonders group. Looks like Mark Taylor is also.
Can you imagine if they don't lose and they go all the way to win the Stanley Cup, they'll have longer beards than Abe Lincoln. Haworth in the corner. Sandstrom takes it out. Erickson is with him. Sandstrom across. Into the corner, he centers off the stick of Peters. Huber comes in, centers past Erickson. Sandstrom's backhander is stopped. Pete Peters, this is the sharpest that we've seen him in his games against the Rangers this season.
Yes, you're absolutely right, and he made a good save on that one. Here's Willie Huber. He's right there. He shoots, and there's the glove save. It was off the blocker, and then another backhand. He saved that one and then blocked it, and then Willie Huber walked at it, but the whistle had not gone.
So far, that's been very true, with the exception of Brian McClellan's goal at 11:48. Pete Peters has done the job. Caps lead the Rangers 3-1 with 10:10 to go. Raimo Helminen, who did not see action in the series against Philadelphia, in the lineup tonight. George McPhee has been sat out. Across the line, Lachlan. Van Beesbrook stops it, plays it around the shelf. Got some stick swinging behind the Rangers net. Adams sends it ahead.
Barrett went into Van Beesbrook.
Huber working it ahead. Helminen lifting it out. Good play by Carpenter, taking it away from Erickson. Melnick to the puck and around to Huber. Erickson taps it to Sandstrom. Sandstrom against Stevens. Pull down, penalty called. Stevens raises his arm and can't believe the call, but the Rangers have a power play coming up. 9:32 to go, second period.
Working at the Golden Nugget is exciting.
Exciting.
That's right. You know who stays in this room? Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra?
You know who slept in that bed?
Oh.
Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers is my favorite.
And you know who bit this toast? Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton is the best.
And this is the room where they make the Golden Nugget commercials with Steve.
Who?
Steve.
Well, as we broke away, Don Maloney and John Barrett got involved in front of the Caps bench.
Here's where it started. There's John Barrett. He ran into him, and Willie Huber hit him. And that's where it started. And it started screaming from the benches. Brian Murray was screaming at Don Maloney. Don Maloney was screaming at Barrett. And then Don Maloney said, "Come on, let's go." Barrett came off his bench. Don Maloney came off his bench. And he went at it. And both probably will be thrown out of the game.
That looks like you're exactly right.
And in the meantime, Stevens Scott Stevens gets a penalty for holding at 10:28.
So Don Maloney and John Barrett are through for the night. Now, did you say Brian Murray was yelling from the bench?
Oh, boy, was he ever. When we were away for a commercial, he was just yelling at the Ranger bench. Probably Don Maloney.
9:32 to go in the second period as Andy Van Hellemond squares things out in front of the official scorers table. For the latest breaking news, weather, and sports, stay with Channel 9 for News 9 Prime Time, immediately following tonight's game at 10:30. Or a little later if the game goes long. Well, Andy Van Hellemond still discussing things here.
Yeah, well, they cancel
The Rangers will go on their third power play of the night.
What are they for,
Unless
Andy?
Don Maloney got an extra penalty, but I don't think so. I think they're just going to be kicked out of the game. And it'll be Scott Stevens in the penalty box.
Well, let's hear.
Stevens of the Capitals, 2 minutes for holding.
All right, Stevens got a holding penalty.
The Rangers penalty on number 12, Don Maloney. And the Caps penalty on number 6, John Barrett. They each receive double minors, 5 minutes for fighting and game misconduct. Time of the penalties, 10:28.
So nobody has to sit in the penalty box or anything, but they're kicked out of the game.
Number 3, Scott Stevens, 2 minutes for holding. Number 12, Don Maloney. And number 6, John Barrett. Each receive double minors.
All right, Andy Van Hellemond has gotten things back under control.
The Rangers power play is 0 for 15 here at the Capitol Center since November 29th when Raymond Helmonen scored. There's Brian Murray. He wants to get, he figures the Rangers should have an extra 2 minutes for enticing this, but I don't know about that. I think both of them are guilty. They both ran out.
He feels something
Well,
precipitated that.
It started when Barrett was skating off the ice. It started with Barrett was skating off the ice. Well, let's take a look at Stevens' penalty. Watch Sandstrom cut to the left, and then he grabs the stick, and Sandstrom goes down. And there's a 2-minute holding penalty in that one.
Rangers down 3-1. Have been unsuccessful thus far in 2 power play opportunities. Carpenter able to clear out. Patrick sending it across. Gould against Sandstrom. What a move by Gould. Chopped at by Patrick. And I think James Patrick was fortunate not to get a slashing penalty there. Sandstrom across the line against Langway. Langway ties him up. Gould gets to the puck. Half a minute gone by in the Rangers power play as the Caps do a good job of tying the Rangers up.
1 minute and 30 seconds left on the power play for the Rangers. Brian McClellan comes out. Sandstrom goes off.
Ridley, LaRouche, Ruotsalainen, Patrick, and McClellan on for the Rangers.
Watching Reg Higgs, he had his hands spread open, telling Brian McClellan he's pushing forward with his hand, which meant you get in front of that net and you stay there and you bother Stevens all you can. Oh boy, Ridley can go through here. Look at the opening, folks, right to the goaltender. See LaRouche on your left now? He could go right through there. There was nobody there.
Carpenter playing it around. LaRouche centering. It was deflected. Out comes Carpenter. 2-on-1 developing. Murphy on the right. Ruotsalainen back. Carpenter. For Murphy, it was deflected by Ruotsalainen.
Nice
It's loose. Murphy gets to the puck. Now it's taken back by LaRouche. Rangers come down 3-on-2. McClellan across the line. McClellan to LaRouche through his skates. And Murphy able to clear
Another
out.
2-on-1.
2-on-1. Christian across with Duchesne. His shot is blocked by Patrick. 55 seconds to go in the Rangers power play as Ridley comes down against Hatcher. Ridley hooked from behind, pulled down by Duchesne, and Duchesne takes the puck away, sends to Christian. Christian controls, Comes into the Ranger zone.
Another one.
Christian backhanded for Duchesne. It was wide. What a play by Dave Christian. Paymont with the puck. 30 seconds to go on the power play. Now Sandstrom shoots. It's deflected by Smith. Loose in the corner. McClellan's wraparound is not, rather Paymont's wraparound was stopped. And out comes Christian. Sending it down. 15 seconds to go on the power play. Helmanen for Weimer. Weimer comes across the line, leaves it for Miller. His shot is gloved, and Peters holds. 6 seconds to go
For you
in the
people,
penalty.
for you people keeping score and all that, the official reason obviously is when a player leaves a bench that's an automatic game misconduct. Here's the 2-on-1 break by Christian and Duchesne. A good play by Christian. Duchesne just didn't get enough wood on it and shot it wide. And here's the shot by Kelly Miller right into the midsection of Pete Peters as he holds on for a face-off. You can't leave that player's bench for anything, and when they did and went into an altercation, it's an automatic game misconduct.
7:38 to go in the second period. 6 seconds left in Scott Stevens' penalty. Ron Langway with a few choice words to Andy Van Helleman. Miller and Allison, Osborne, Melnick, and Huber. Allison goes with Carpenter on the face-off. Now Allison is chased. Miller comes in. A quick shot stopped by Peters.
I don't know whether Carpenter drew that back himself with the help of Allison whacking at it, or it was Allison all by himself. But a good save.
Miller went in for the
Excuse
face-off.
me, Miller.
Yeah. There's Allison trying to push it in front. Gould comes out with a puck. Penalty is over. Rangers are 0 for 3 on the power play. 7:25 to go in the second period. 3-1 Washington. Melnick finds a way into the zone. Gives it to Osborne. Didn't get much on the shot. It was blocked by Langway. Who's puck? Osborne. Tied up with Murphy. Langway sends it around. Stevens hit by Miller. Huber keeps the puck in. Allison with Langway on him. Now Stevens trying to get it out of the zone. He's blocked by Osborne. Allison, good pressure here. Now Stevens goes back to Murphy, and he finds a way out of the zone. Melnick recovers. Allison taken back by Larry Murphy. Knocked down with a stick above the shoulder by Larry Melnick. 6:48 to go, second period. Caps with the only goal in this period lead 3-1.
So this guy walked in carrying his book. Usually his dirty shirts, pantsuit. So already I'm suspicious. He says, "Hello, I'm from Southwestern Bell. Would you like to see our New York Yellow Pages?" He says, "Why should I look at yours? I got my own from 9X. Half my customers got my name from that book." Needless to say, I didn't take his book. But I did remove a small stain he had on his lapel.
There's only one official Yellow Pages for New York Telephone, the 9X Yellow Pages.
6 minutes, 48 seconds left in the second period. Still 3-1, the Washington Capitals lead. The New York Rangers.
Brook on with Paymont and Erickson. Don Maloney and John Barrett have received game misconducts. They're coming off the bench and getting involved in a fight. Paymont picks up the puck. 6.5 minutes to go in this second period as Patrick comes across. Nice play by Scott Stevens, and he sends out Francis Getty. Paymont gets to the puck. Kept in by Greg Smith. Ruotsalainen plays it up the boards. It's knocked down by Francis Getty. Now Patrick tries the glass. Knocked down by Stevens. Worked out by Paymont. Paymont was hooked and slowed down by Scott Stevens. Ruotsalainen gets to the puck. It was blocked. And Greg Smith plays it. And here's where that trade for the extra defenseman helped the Washington Capitals. With Barrett out, they still have Greg Smith. They've got 5 solid defensemen. Caps were offside.
Mark Taylor and McClellan. McClellan threw a good hit on Mark Taylor.
We're going to go up to the Forum in Montreal,
Okay,
and
let's take
the
a look at
Whalers
this.
have scored again.
That's Dineen as he passes it back. That looks like John Anderson. Anderson snaps one and he beats Roth right through the legs. It's 3-0 Hartford.
John Anderson, what an acquisition. Acquired from Quebec for Risto Siltanen.
Wow, that's my new expression, I guess. Wow. Well, it was no doubt about it. Gotta find something new every year.
Puck sent all the way down. Weimer goes to get it. Icing called on the Washington Capitals with 5:31 to go. Cheers go up as the Hartford-Montreal score is posted. Want to wish a get well to our good friend and colleague Barry Watkins, fine statistician and who works in the New York Rangers Public Relations Office, who went down with an ankle injury after the game in Philadelphia the other night. He got hurt in the parking lot.
In the parking lot?
He's out for 7 to 10 days. We won't see him. Barry, get well. He's keeping stats at home. So, Phil, give him good stats.
Yeah. Okay, Burr. How did he get hurt in the parking lot?
It was a wet night, very rainy.
He slipped and sprained his ankle, huh?
Caps come out. Allworth. Weimer ties him up. Shot by Gartner is stopped by Van Beesbroek. Boy, Gartner has got one of the hardest shots in the National Hockey League.
Coming off that wing, he sure does.
Interesting year for the Caps. Last year they had the two big scorers with Carpenter getting 53 and Gartner getting 50. This year both Gartner and Carpenter were down, and yet the Caps got balanced scoring from other sources. Lachlan picked up, Hallworth picked up, Christian picked up, and I think it helped the team overall. I think the Caps are a better balanced team than they were last year.
And they've really played much better on defense even.
Stevens with the puck. 4:35 to go in the second period. That shot is stopped by Van Beesbroek. He's the man. He's keeping the Rangers in it. They trail 3-1. Still unable to generate consistent offense against the tough defense of the Washington Caps. Shots are 20-14 for Washington. 7-7 in the second period.
Yeah, but even Kelly Miller said it in the interview with Mike Emmerich in between the periods that Washington is a much tougher defense than Philadelphia, they think, and it's very hard to score goals against. They got to get on the special teams. They're 0 for 3 tonight in the power play, and that's really the special teams is important.
Stevens cross ice broken up by Melnick. Ridley is tied up by Duchesne. Stevens recovers in center. Now Christian drives it in. Gould gets to the puck. Melnick's on him. Near side, Christian tied up with LaRouche. Huber able to get it out of the zone. Offside. Gould hadn't cleared out. 3:58 to go, second period. Washington 3, Rangers 1.
Where you going? It's Michelob.
This is it. Opening night.
Brian? Party of 2?
You're on your way to the top.
Flavor's just great.
No other beer is brewed and aged like exceptionally smooth Michelob.
Table for 2?
Oh, that'll be about 45 minutes.
We did it.
Where you going? It's Michelob.
3:58, 3 minutes, 58 seconds left. Second period, still 3-1. Capitals over the New York Rangers.
Rangers able to clear it out. Langway waits for his teammates to get onside. They weren't. Carpenter was still in the zone. Offside, Washington. Game 1, best of 7 series. Patrick Division Finals. Game 2 will be Saturday night here at the Capitol Center. And we'll be on the air on WOR-TV Channel 9 at 7:30. Games 3 and 4 at Madison Square Garden. Monday night at 7:30. Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. Ruotsalainen picks up the loose puck, but he can't find it for a shot. Lachlan tapping it back to Murphy. That was a case of Ruotsalainen going so fast he overskated the puck.
Now he's trying to get more offense going. He's going forward with it. Reijo Ruotsalainen is trying to get the offense going a little bit more.
Rangers were offside. 3:20 to go. Ted Sater checking the bench. Team was relaxed. You know, and again, I don't want to harp on it. I don't think there's been a tremendous letdown, but you don't see the same intensity that was there in the games with the Flyers to this point. Peters stops the puck for Kevin Hatcher. Hit the side of the net. Hatcher tied up by Allison. Good play there. Caps able to get it out of the zone. Kjell Samuelsson recovers. Gartner goes back to Stevens. Francis Getty, feed for Scott Stevens. Stevens across the line, hooked from behind, penalty called. Sandstrom will go for hooking.
Yep.
McClellan gets to the puck. It's kept alive. They play on. Now it's taken back, and the whistle stops play. 2:37 to go in this period. Now Samuelsson and Francis Getty are going at it.
And Samuelsson got the glove in Francis Getty's face, put him down. I don't know whether they're going to go for penalties or not, but there's going to be...
Sandstrom will get hooking, that's for sure. That's the original penalty.
Samuelson's not going to get a penalty, neither is Francis Getty.
Rangers penalty number 28, Tomas Sandstrom, 2 minutes for hooking at 17:23.
Let's take a look at the penalty, the hooking penalty, if it were. And I guess it, no, this isn't where it is. This is where McClellan touches the puck to call it, but it would happen just inside the red line.
Well, Sandstrom got his stick over the shoulder, and then he tried to let go. As soon as he realized he had a good hold of him, he then let it go, but by then it was too late.
Sandstrom for hooking at 17:23. It's the Capitals' third power play. They're 0 for 2 so far this evening.
Stevens goes for the puck. Osborne couldn't clear, but Miller can.
2-on-1.
And Osborne on the left wing with Murphy back. Miller comes in. Miller to Osborne. Score! It's a shorthanded goal. And a beautiful setup by Kelly Miller. Osborne just tipping it in. And it's 3-2.
Sunji, you might have heard me say 2-on-1. Watch the right of your screen. This is a fantastic pass. And then Stevens goes sliding in as it was a great play by Kelly Miller. Another look at it. Watch his pass. I mean, you can't have a better pass than that, right on the stick. And that's all Osborne has to do is redirect it into the open net. Another look at it. Look at him looking all the way. He's passing. Look at how far Peters came out to get the shot. They both played one guy, a short-handed goal.
Here's Stevens across the line. Caps power play. It's out of the zone.
Osborne is second. Miller gets the assist, 17:33. It's the Rangers' third short-handed goal in the playoffs.
Christian going across to Pedersen. Checked by Miller. Taken by Patrick. Patrick comes out. Patrick in control of the puck. Back to Huber. Drives it down. Now, if you're looking for turning points, let's keep an eye on what happens now in the next few minutes and into the third period. That could be a big turning point. It has to give the Rangers a huge lift. Erickson was dumped, but the Rangers were able to put the puck in the cap zone. Now Murphy carries with a minute to go on the power play. Murphy ahead for Lachlan. Blocked by Huber. Chopped at by Huber. Christian hit by Ridley. Hallworth gets to the puck. He's hit by Huber. Loose puck. Van Beesbrook knocks it into the corner. Melnick gets there and clears it. And down comes Erickson. Across to Melnick. Try to get it through to Ridley. It was blocked.
Boy, Erickson just overskated the puck a little bit, or else they would have had another wide open 2-on-1.
Half a minute to go in Sandstrom's penalty. 1:05 to go in the second period. Steal by McClellan. Ahead for Miller. Miller tied up by Greg Smith. In comes Hatcher. Miller wrestled down. Less than a minute to go in the period. 20 seconds to go on the Washington power play. Carpenter comes in with a shot deflected by Brook, and it's wide. Gartner drops it back. Hatcher takes the shot. It hit the back of Greg Adams. Carpenter to Smith. Smith sends it side of the net. Van Beesbrook pokes it to Patrick. Patrick gets to the puck, and the penalty is over. 35 seconds to go in the second period as Patrick has it knocked away. Falls down. Smith is on him. Now Sandstrom looking for the puck. Smith has it. Lost it. Sandstrom shoots. Save. Peters. Big one. Oh, big chance. Now the Caps making some mistakes here. Hatcher with the puck. Lifting it up off the glass. Stopped by Samuelson. Back around it goes. 15 seconds to go in the second period. Up the boards to Weimer. Toward the net. Paymont couldn't tee up a shot. Gould clears it out. 5 seconds to go in the period. Off the boards. And that's it. Second period is over, but a big, big shorthanded goal.
Sure was.
By Kelly Miller, and you saw the way the Rangers played that power play by the Caps. They were all over Washington. Not only had the shorthanded goal, but had 2 other pretty good opportunities.
That's right. Isn't it funny? And the last time the Rangers had a power play, the Washington Capitals had 2 or 3 opportunities.
Shots on goal in that second period. Washington 7, total 20. Rangers 10, total 17. End of 2. Washington 3, Rangers 2.
I can't wait to get away.
You may have to. It's getting expensive.
Warm beaches, dancing every night.
Hotel bills, food bills, rent a car.
Well, I can do better on a rent-a-car. Avis.
They're good, I know, but aren't they?
They're not expensive. I use them at the office, and I can't spend much.
Avis drives harder with express service, rapid return, and low super value rates.
Warm beaches, dancing.
Avis super value rates. So easy.
Come to the center of the action. Trump Casino Hotel on the boardwalk, where a world of luxury and excitement awaits you. And now, take advantage of Trump's incredible $49.95 midweek Atlantic City package. For just $49.95 per person, you get a fantastic $150 value per couple, with luxury accommodations, discounts, meals, valet parking, and gifts. Space is limited. Call Trump Casino Hotel at 1-800-441-0909.
The world moves so fast. I listen to 1010 wins 2, 3, 4 times a day.
I keep my...
The concept. The Budweiser International Race of Champions. The challenge. 12 of the world's best drivers. From kart, NASCAR, and endurance road racing. The cars, 12 identically prepared Camaro Z28s. The competition, 4 races, 4 tracks, 1 winner. Get ready for the ultimate championship. The Budweiser International Race of Champions.
This is game 1 of the best-of-7 series, end of 2 periods. Washington 3 and the Rangers 2. Game 2, right back here at the Capitol Center Saturday night, and right back here on WOR TV Channel 9 live at 7:30. Games 3 and 4 at Madison Square Garden Monday night at 7:30. You can see it on Madison Square Garden Network. Wednesday night, it'll be an 8 o'clock start on Madison Square Garden Network. If Game 5 is necessary, it's April 25th. That's a week from tomorrow night. Friday night, 8 o'clock, live on Madison Square Garden Network. Tape delay on WOR TV Channel 9 immediately following Mets baseball. We're set for between periods analysis from Mike Emmerich and Ron Greschner. Let's go to Mike.
You are seeing a broken bone in a hand, the hand of Ron Greschner. And for those who've just joined us and didn't hear you at the outset of the telecast, Ron, again, give us a prognosis on your return.
Well, I'm going back to New York tomorrow, I think, to put a new cast on, and they're going to re-X-ray it and see how it's going to heal up. And I think that if it's going to heal fast, it'll heal probably in about a week or 10 days, hopefully, and I should be back by then, I hope.
Gee, do bones heal faster than they used to? It seems that here we have a player for Washington, had arthroscopic surgery just 2 weeks ago, and he makes the first round of the playoffs, let alone the second.
Yeah, I hope that I can be playing by next Sunday. And you know, I won't be able to tell anybody anything until tomorrow, but that's what I'm hopeful for right now.
Do you think that the shorthanded goal changed the game around for the Rangers? I realize it occurred late in the period.
Well, I think it was a big goal for us. I think it was, we needed a little lift going into the third. We were playing pretty well, but we just we couldn't get that one shot on goal to make a difference. And I think that goal was a great play by Kelly Miller. Is going to change things for us.
All right, let's get a chance to take a look at this again, Ron, on the monitor, and carry us through.
Well, it was dumped out at the end or something like that, and Kelly picked it up. He faked the shot, made a nice pass across, and Mark Osborne made a great play tipping it in.
Well, those are plays that can change things around, and maybe that'll do it also for the third. Now, did you notice a difference in the Ranger play in the second compared to the first?
I thought we were a little more aggressive. We were getting the puck out of our end quicker. And except for the one goal against, they weren't really in our end. And we played a lot better in the neutral zone also. We got the puck out, got into their end, and we started dumping it in and going after it.
Did it surprise you that Barrett corked Van Beesbrook and then got the reaction from Maloney?
Him hitting Van Beesbrook sort of surprised me, but Donnie's reaction wasn't really that surprising. I think we proved in the Philadelphia series that we weren't going to take too much crap, and we wanted to just, we're not going to take it against Washington either, I don't think.
I think a great deal is always said about having to rush into another series with only one day off. Do you think that the first period letdown might have been as a result of that or not?
Well, I think maybe we traveled a little bit, we were a little tired, and we sort of get that high and that low from the one game, the last game against Philadelphia. But I think that we got our legs in the second period. The first period, maybe we were a little tight and a little nervous and everything, but I think we got our legs in the last half of the second.
Help us watch the third period pertaining to Pete Peters. As the old goal scorer that you are, you have 3 already in the playoffs. What's the best way to shoot him? Because the Rangers did have a blemish-free record against him this year.
Well, I think he comes out of his net a lot. He plays out, you know, he cuts the angles down a lot. So I think, you know, the shot, fake a shot, make a pass on him, or fake a shot, take up more strides and shoot it is something to beat Peters on. I think he comes out of his net. He plays his angles out of his net a long ways, and that's key to beating him.
All right, there we have the analysis from Ron Greschner, and we appreciate, Ron, your being with us during the course of the game tonight. The score of our game, the Washington Capitals have the lead on the New York Rangers by a score of 3-2. We go back upstairs now to Sam Rosen.
Thanks, Mike, and thanks to Ron Greschner. When we come back to the Capitol Center in just a moment, we'll take a close-up look at the Washington Capitals and their move into the playoffs this year.
Hi, TJ. How you doing?
Yeah, so Tom, could you get that tow truck down to Route 34?
One day soon, a wave will sweep over you. It will be a wave of taste so refreshing, so irresistible, so new, that sooner or later it will leave all others in its wake. Catch the wave. Coke.
A clogged fuel injector can make your car slow, sluggish, unresponsive. But only 2 tankfuls of advanced formula Mobile Super Unleaded can actually start to unclog fuel injectors. To give your car a new injection of power. Mobile Super Unleaded, high octane, with a plus.
Escape to a technological breakthrough. The Data General 1 Portable. A full-size screen. IBM PC software compatibility. 2 built-in disk drives. The Data General 1. It gives you everything the leading PC gives you. In a size so small, it could fit inside the PC. And it gives you something else. Freedom from your desk. The Data General 1.
A new import earns the right to be your car. It's not from Osaka or Tokyo, not from Milan, Stockholm, Stuttgart, or Paris. This car is imported from the middle of America. The all-new Delta 88 from Oldsmobile. For a sticker price of under $13,000, Delta 88 may raise all standards in a full-size car. Other imports may have some catching up to do. Delta 88, imported from the middle of America.
From your good old guy.
This is game 1 of the best-of-7 series between the Rangers and the Washington Capitals. Patrick Division final. Caps 3, Rangers 2. We're between the second and third periods. The Washington Capitals are entering their 6th playoff series in their history. They've only twice gone past the first round. Let's take a close-up look at the Washington Capitals.
The Capitals, second best on defense, and one of the players in whom they've taken great pride is number 3, Scott Stevens. Still tough and assertive, the 22-year-old fourth-year man has cut his penalty totals and heightened his skill on offense and defense. His 2 goals in the first series were the winners in games 2 and 3, and he leads the team in scoring with 6 points. What a change for number 3. They don't come any better than Rod Langway. The Caps missed the playoffs for 8 years. They've made them ever since number 5 came from Montreal. He's a 45-minute man in every game and leads the stingy Caps defense and is the confident inspiration in the role of team captain. He's also been used on defensive zone faceoffs as a center, and his winning percentage is impressive. People who've seen him play over 100 NHL games say that Pete Peters is playing the best goal of his life right now. A strong stand-up goalkeeper, Peters is known for his style of moving the puck up the boards to break up the thrust of a forechecking team. Ironically, Peters did not beat the Rangers in the regular season. His partner, Al Jensen, did 3 times. Twice he did it with shutouts. Late season back problems combined with Peters' prominence made Peters the mainstay in the series with the Islanders. But Jensen remains the strength and reserve for Brian Murray's Caps, and you can see why. If there are power play specialists these days, one of the finest is Dave Christian. He had 18 of them, mostly in the first part of the season. One of only 3 Capitals Ironmen, with Bob Carpenter and Gaetan Duchesne, Christian's craft and quickness brought him the goal leadership with 41. He topped the team in points with 83. And where a series must be won or lost on specialty teams, Christian can be a difference. One of the Capitals to play despite injury is 35 goal-scoring right wing Mike Gartner. Late in the season, he underwent arthroscopic surgery on his knee. But by playoffs, he was back, combining with his old line mate, Bob Carpenter, for tie-breaking and winning goals in the important opening game victory against the Islanders. Often underrated but never ignored is Alan Hallworth. Hallworth averaged over a point a game, collecting 73 points in the season, but was the most impressive defensive forward as reflected in a plus-minus, the highest on the team, plus 36. And one of his most recognized commodities is that booming slap shot. He also gets an empty net goal now and then. The man who has most recently played with pain is Bob Carpenter. In the season finale at Philadelphia 11 nights ago, he suffered a hyperextended left knee. But he has yet to miss a game as a Capital, attributing that to the toughness he inherited from his father, a police lieutenant. And then there's the commander, Brian Murray. The longest losing streak his team encountered all season was 3. It came in the first 3 games of the year. The opposition for the...
The black hole of American business, where travel and entertainment dollars often vanish without a trace. To help end this financial drain comes a breakthrough in booking, tracking, and paying for your company's business travel. The American Express Travel Management System. It puts you in control, not the black hole.
In the competition to build your office information system, one player is strong in computers, but not in communications. Another is strong in communications, but not in computers. At 9X Business Information Systems, we're strong in both, and we'll tie everything together in one system that works as simply as this. 9X Business Information Systems.
Why is Greater New York picking U.S. Healthcare?
They pick up the whole tab. Hospital, surgical, 100%.
Most health plans would like you to keep fit. U.S. Healthcare pays you to do it.
You see your doctor in his office. No waiting, like in a clinic, for only $2 a visit.
One of the best ways to stay healthy is to start early. That's why U.S. Healthcare is putting the family doctor back into your life. Another healthy reason for picking it. U.S. Healthcare. They're making healthcare in the U.S. healthier. Ask your employer.
New York sports are more colorful than New York Newsday.
At the ball.
more colorful baseball, football, horse racing, plus baseball bonus pages all season long. There's a more colorful New York in New York Newsday.
And the roll.
Just a couple of minutes away from the start of the third period. Rangers are trailing 3-2, but we want to check in on Rangers' strategy for the third period. Let's go back to Mike Emmerich.
Along with me is assistant coach Jack Birch. Jack, did anything surprise you about the Capitals and Rangers getting together here for the first 2 periods of play?
No, we're pretty happy with what's taken place in the first 2 periods. Set aside the score, we felt that we had enough time to prepare for Washington in 2 days, and we had a game plan put together, and it's working pretty well. I mean, it's a big adjustment to go from having to play the Philadelphia Flyers and to come in and play Washington. They're a little bit different in terms of the system of play, but we felt over 2 periods that we've accomplished what we wanted to accomplish, and we're pretty happy with what we're seeing.
What do you feel Shell Samuelson lends to your team?
Hey, we're really pleased with Shell. I mean, Shell was told to us by a number of people outside of our organization that he was one of the best defensemen in the American Hockey League this year. So he's playing great defensively, and that's what we're trying to get out of him. And if he can handle the back post all right, he'll do fine for it.
So again, getting back to the first question, you don't feel really any change coming up in the third?
Well, we don't necessarily have to make that many changes. We're going to try and make a couple just to see if we can't generate a little bit more offense. But, this period here coming up, we really want to do is establish our game plan as best we can. It's going to be a long series, in our opinion, and, we just want to try and get our game plan going as opposed to having to react to theirs.
We know you have a lot of work to do right urgently here, so we'll send it back upstairs to Sam Rosen.
Thank you, Mike, and thanks to Jack Birch for joining us. And I really think that shorthanded goal, Phil, has got to give the team a tremendous lift going into the third period.
I agree with you, Sam. When you score in the last 2 minutes of a period or the last minute, it gives you a lift. When you score a shorthanded goal, that gives you a double lift. And the Rangers played very well that last half of that second period.
We're taking a look at second period highlights now, brought to you by Minolta and the new Minolta Maxim. Only the human eye focuses faster. And the Washington Capitals took a 3-1 lead in that second period, Phil.
That's right. Alan Howard scored the goal as he got a rebound and put the puck in past John Van Beesbroek. Let's take a look at this. Here's the shot now. Gartner tries to put the rebound there, and then watch the right of your screen. Alan Howard picks it up. It hits Van Beesbroek's left arm. He almost got that, and it trickled into the net. And that made it 3-1. Here's another look at it, Sam. And you'll see Van Beesbroek's left arm as he gets the shot and almost stops it. Look how he moves that arm, and he just about stopped it.
But as you pointed out, that play was made by Gartner's tremendous rush to start it.
Well, that's right. We didn't see that on the replay, but he really was blind on that right wing. Went around and passed down. Now, here's the short-handed goal. Watch the left of your screen. Right in front of Scott Stevens, who was diving. The puck went right underneath him. And then Mark Osmond, that's all he had to do is redirect it. Another look at it. Watch this great pass. You'll see Scott Stevens' stick. And he just about got it, but the pass was in front of it. And Osborne put it in the empty net.
Great pass by Kelly Miller. The teams are back on the ice, and we will be set to start the third period with the Caps leading the Rangers 3-2. We'll be back in just a moment.